it by law. You can't keep people out. We want the mayor! 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 You don't call it in 5 years, even the police won't be able to afford to live in this city the way things are going. Ask him to come out. No backroom deals! No backroom deals! No backroom deals!
That the World Bank and IMF policies continue to subsidize and plan projects that destroy forests all around the world. We're here today in order to call an activist with you guys so that everyone knows. We're coming out here to do the protest the World Bank and IMF. We're going to
You cost one restaurant $3,000 worth of damage Tuesday. Go back to Berkeley. You did. You did. You're not a good tourist. You're not a good tourist. You're not a good tourist. You're not spending your money.
Sir, you have to step out of the street, okay? We're going to open the traffic up.
This is what police state looks like. This is what police state looks like.
what the policies
Yes,
basically
these
are.
forests are the lifeline of rural communities. Rural communities depend on them for food, for all their other needs, and when they are destroyed, they are left at the mercy of, we can say, God, because instead of alleviating poverty, that increases poverty, and that's why we're against it.
Is that do foreign powers like the United States go into Liberia on behalf of these countries and support elements in the military or anything like that on behalf of these corporations? Do you,
No, I never got your question right.
well, there's been a war in Liberia, right?
Yes.
And is there foreign influence on these wars, like on behalf of these companies at all?
Yes, these companies are multinational, so they are definitely influenced by foreign organizations and policies.
I mean the war that was happening in Liberia.
The war too was influenced by multinationals that were cashing in and looting the country during the crisis. So they bought arms and passed on to soldiers and passed on to groups that were involved in logging.
So weapons were coming in from Europe or European countries or Japan or anything like that? Or, I mean, was the United States or any European countries sending weapons that were going into the war because of the monetary interest?
Yes, there were groups from America, there were groups from Germany, and there were so many groups that we can keep track of sending arms to Liberia.
Do you know if any of them were like directly connected to the governments, or were they all just?
We can't say because we don't have much access to much information and evidence as people here would have.
Okay. It sounds like stuff that's going on everywhere, you know, in a similar story to many other countries, in the third world. A lot of species are probably being lost too over there because the rainforest always has a lot of. Rainforest has more species than any other environment, so that's kind of a concern that people have too. Is that supposedly by the year 2050 that half of the world's species could be destroyed by people destroying the rainforest.
That's our fear as well, because in Liberia there are some endemic and endangered species. In fact, common among the endemic species is what we call pygmy hippo, which is a giant hippopotamus, but it's short. And that's also been destroyed because of all these logging activities going on.
All right.
Oh, what? Little flashing man. I could live for a year and the proceeds of one for a coat.
Yeah. It's expanding every day. It's 5 blocks now. But in terms of what areas are you talking about?